Hi there, and welcome back to Tobabel. This special Christmas season is all about uncovering the hidden stories behind your favorite carols and tales, and celebrating the unsung heroes who remind us to embrace our true selves. We're kicking things off with a beloved Christmas carol about someone who didn't fit in at first, but ended up saving Christmas. That's right, it's the story of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But did you know Rudolph wasn't always the star of Santa's team? Nope. His story actually began as a book written for kids just like you. So put up your sleigh, grab some hot cocoa, and let's learn all about the history of Rudolph. Our story begins in 1939, way back before most of your grandparents were even born. A man named Robert L. May was working at a department store called Montgomery Ward. Now, this store wanted to give kids a special Christmas book, and Robert, who loved writing stories, came up with Rudolph. Rudolph was no ordinary reindeer. He was born with a shiny red nose that glowed like a light bulb. Now, you'd think having a built-in flashlight would be the coolest thing ever, right? But unfortunately, the other reindeer didn't see it that way. They teased Rudolph, calling him names and refusing to let him join their games. Imagine how Rudolph must have felt. Yes, lonely, left out, and maybe even wishing his nose wasn't so bright. But here's where the story takes a magical turn. One foggy Christmas Eve, Santa faced a big problem. The weather was so bad he couldn't see where he was going. And that's when he noticed Rudolph's glowing nose. Santa chose Rudolph for the most important job of the night, guiding his sleigh. And guess what? Rudolph didn't just save Christmas. He became a hero. The same nose that made him different turned out to be his greatest gift. Rudolph's story was so popular that kids loved it instantly. But it didn't stop there. In 1949, a songwriter named Johnny Marks turned Rudolph into a song. You've probably sung it a million times, right? And it became a huge hit. It even reached the top of the music charts. Soon, Rudolph was a Christmas superstar with his own TV specials, movies, and toys. Not bad for a reindeer who used to feel left out, huh? Now let's talk about what makes Rudolph's story so special. It's all about being unique. Rudolph didn't try to hide his red nose. He used it to help Santa and all the kids waiting for presents. It's a reminder that sometimes the things that make us different are actually our superpowers. So here's a fun question for you. If you had a shiny, glowing nose like Rudolph, how would you use it to help others? Or maybe you've got your own special talent or skill that makes you unique. Think about it and share your answer with someone today. Thanks for joining me to unwrap the story of Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. Next time you hear the song, remember, Rudolph is more than a catchy tune. He's a little reindeer with a big message. Shine bright and be proud of who you are. As we continue this podcast season, we meet more characters, just like Rudolph, who show us the power of being true to ourselves and the beauty of quiet heroism. Until then, remember, your differences are what make you shine. Be proud of who you are, and maybe, just maybe, you guide someone's sleigh someday too. Once again, thank you for tuning in to Tobabel. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll talk about another magical character, Frosty the Snowman.